morning, everybody. So this session is a very small, maybe 15 minutes morning stretch. So literally before you go to get your breakfast, before maybe even you have your shower. You might want to have a shower first, but it's on your bed or even on your floor in your bedroom, just to really start the day with a bit of stretch, really stretching and making the spine a little bit more supple, getting a bit of movement, really opening the heart up, and saying good morning to the day, good morning, letting your good morning to your body, letting your body have a bit of nourishment to start the day. So what you'll need is a bed, and I've got a double bed, so it might be easier on a double bed, but you can do it on a single bed, no problem. But what you will need is a cushion or a pillow, using a pillow. I'm using a cushion. The reason for this is that we just want to give ourselves a little bit of an aid, because we're not quite as supple in the morning, but and also if we're sitting on a bed we might have a bit of a divot, depending on how squishy your bed is. Mine's quite hard, but I'm going to sit on there anyway, so just literally stick it under your just your buttocks, so that your so it's just sitting, putting it under where the tailbone is, so that your pelvis tilts back a bit and you can elevate up through your spine. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is just sit nice and straight, opening the chest up, hands on the knees. We're going to concentrate on engaging that core, really pulling the stomach muscles in, lengthening up through the spine, making sure that the neck is long, looking forward, and just you can have your eyes open or closed, but just taking 3 nice long deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make them nice and long and nourishing. And again, inhale and out. Last one, deep inhale and out. Good, opening the eyes. So we're just going to start by opening the chest up, opening our hearts up to the morning. So taking a nice deep breath and widening the arms nice and straight out. You can take a bend in the arms, it doesn't matter whether your arms are straight or slightly bent, but just opening those, squeezing those shoulder blades together, taking the shoulders down, really feeling it through your shoulders and really opening your chest up, making sure that the core is still engaged, the neck is long. Try not to have your head forward or back or down, just nice and straight. Try and envisage taking a mental scan of the spine, making sure from the crown of the head right the way through to the tailbone it's nice and straight. So just keeping it there, really opening, taking the arms back as far as they'll go, really feeling the chest open, taking another couple of 2 or 3 breaths. Really nourishing the body with the breath, feeling the stretch through the spine, the neck, into the arms, opening the chest, finding some space between the ribs, really reaching up with the lengthening up through the spine. Good, we're going to breathe in, bring the arms up, really stretch above, up as far as you can. We're going to deep breath in, and as you exhale, take the arms down and back, so they're taking all the way back, squeezing the shoulder blades together again, keeping the shoulders down, so try not to hunch the shoulders down but back, sliding them back and down. Again, making sure that we've got the core engaged, nice pulled in stomach muscles, holding it there, taking a breath. And we're going to do another flow, so inhale, bring the arms up, stretching up as far as they'll go, and then exhale, taking them down. Good, inhale up, exhale down, and again, inhale up, and exhale down. Good, one more, inhale up, really stretching up, And exhale down, all the way down and holding it there, pushing the chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades again together. Good. Taking a couple of breaths there, feeling the chest open a little bit more, feeling it through your shoulders. Good. We're going to stay down with the left hand and then over with the right arm. So we're just going to lean over, feeling the stretch down through the right hand side of your torso. Try not to lean forward, try to keep the chest forward and yourself looking, your gaze looking forward, not up or down, just forward in front of you. Feeling the stretch down through the side of your torso. Good. One more breath there. And we're going to come to the other side, so taking the left hand down, right hand down, left arm up and over, bending that right arm slightly so that you can ease yourself over a bit more. Feeling again the stretch down through the left hand side of your torso, all the way down through, opening up through the ribs on the side of your body. Oh, it's a good stretch for the morning, even if it is grey and miserable today. Good, one more breath there. And you're going to come back up. This time I'm going to do a twist. So, actually I need to go back, don't I? Yes. So, we're doing a twist. So taking the left hand behind, right arm is going onto the left knee. Before we start twisting, we need to lengthen up through the spine and then take a twist. Looking over that left shoulder, making sure that the back is nice and straight, using the hand on the knee to leave yourself around a bit more. Really feel the twist, really enjoy that morning twist. Good, bringing it back round to centre, taking it to the other side. So left hand on right knee, right hand behind. You're lifting up through the spine, then taking the twist, looking over that right shoulder. Using the hand on the knee to leave yourself around a bit more. Really try and envisage the twist of the spine. Taking a mental scan of the spine and seeing the twist in the spine. Feeling it through the muscles in your back. Good, bringing it back to centre. This time we're going to just walk our hands forward just as far as we can go, all the way to perhaps the end of the bed. Just keep those arms nice and straight. And then gradually, with the breath, ease yourself from the hips down. Taking the chest down, you're reaching forward with your hands all the time. Keeping the arms straight, reaching, so you're feeling the stretch through your back. And then when you're ready, you can take your chest and your head down to the bed. And breathe. Take 5 good breaths here. Really engaging with the breath and the stretch. So feeling the stretch, feeling the sensations where you can, whether it's in your hips, your thighs, your back, into your lumbar part of your back. You might feel it in your groin, in your buttocks. Just really focus on where you can feel it. When you've done those 5 breaths, just start to ease gently back up to seated. Good. We're going to open up the chest again. So inhale, take the arms nice and wide. This time we're going to take our arms into cactus position. So elbows are around about the shoulder level, taking those arms back as far as we can, engaging the core, really opening the chest up again. We're going to do twists with our arms like this, so twisting one way and back, twisting the other way and back and the other way. Inhale as you come to centre, exhale as you twist. Keeping it going. Keep the arms up where they are. One on each side again. and then taking the arms down. Excellent. We're then going to take our arms out again to the side, and we're just going to circle. This is going to engage all the muscles within our arms, little circles about dinner plate size, but your body will want to come out of the sensation. So the way your body will want to come out of this sensation or the pain will be just around the shoulders. Keep those shoulders back and down, and keep moving the arms. Try not to sag them down like this. Try to keep them about shoulder level. And then taking it the other way round. So opposite direction. Let's go big. Nice sort of dustbin lid size. Feeling the shoulders move. Getting warmer and warmer. Okay, we're going to go back the other side, reversing direction. Opening up, your arms should be really starting to feel it now. Good, bring it back down. Excellent, just hug yourself one side so your right arm is on top of the left. Hug, hug, hug. Keeping the back nice and straight. Couple of breaths. We're going to open up again, and we're going to do the other side. So the left arm is on top of the right. Hug, hug. Good. And relax. So now we're just going to come onto all fours, so you can take the pillow away. Coming onto all fours. We're just going to move that spine. So, maybe I should get this way. Making sure that the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. And we'll do the normal things we do in session. So as you inhale, you're kicking the tailbone out and looking up. And as you exhale, round the spine. Pull in the stomach muscles as you round the spine. And then again, inhale, bring it back up again. Kicking the tailbone out, look up. Make it a nice slow movement with a slow breath. And exhale round, pulling the stomach muscles up and under your rib cage. Tucking everything in. Good. Inhale. Tailbone out first, then look up like a nice wave. Making sure that the hips and the wrists, or the knees and the wrists are under the hips and the shoulders. And exhale round the spine. Good. Inhale, bring it back up again. And exhale round. It's all really lovely that we can do this on our bed, that we're all at home to be able to do it. Keep it going for a few more. Exhale round. Push the spine to the ceiling. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale round. Good, we'll just do one more nice and slowly. Inhale, really round the spine. Curve the spine up, holding it there. And as you exhale, you're rounding the spine, pushing the spine to the ceiling. Holding it there. Good, then bringing it back to centre. So we're going to then do another twist, because twists in the morning to really make your stiff spine and stiff back, just warm and have a little bit of movement in it. It's just lovely for you first thing in the morning. So just wiggle the bottom around, wiggle. You just, when you do this, you can sort of imagine your spine making an S shape from one side to another. So still staying in a flat back, but just wiggling the hips and the shoulders and the neck. So making S's. Good, coming back. So another twist is threading the needle. So we're taking the right hand first and putting it through the gap between the left wrist and the left knee, and you're coming down onto your ear and onto your right shoulder. Your right palm is facing up. This time you're taking your left arm up. If that's too difficult or it's painful for your shoulder, you can take your arm behind your left hip. If that's too difficult, you're finding it hard to balance, you can just leave your arm there. But if you can, take your arm back as far back as it possible without toppling over. Then holding it there, breathing. Enjoying the twist. It's a twist and a chest opener. Good. We're then going to take this top arm, if we can, over the left ear, and I'm just going to drop it down to the side of the bed. So again, you're stretching down through the left-hand side of your torso, feeling a nice big stretch and feeling some space between the ribs, which doesn't happen very often. Good. Bringing the hand up and back down, and we're coming back up to all fours. Now I'm just going to turn around to do the other side so that I can see what we're doing. So this time we're taking the left hand through and coming down onto the left ear, the left shoulder. Getting your balance, and if that's fine, leaving your hand there, then you can. Otherwise, take your arm up, really take it back so you feel the chest opening, and the side of your chest opening. If again this is too much, you can take it down onto the lower back or behind your right hip. Otherwise, keeping it up, fingertips to the ceiling, nice mudra, strong hand gesture, taking it back as far as you can so you really feel that right shoulder blade coming back. Good. One more breath there. And then we're going to take that arm over the right ear and drop it down on just nice and straight as far as we can. So again, you feel the little bit more of a stretch down through the right hand side of your torso, having some space between the side ribs there. Try to make your breath, when we do twists, it's quite, some people find it really hard to keep their breath regular. Just really follow your breath when you're in twists like this, just so that you can bring it down, even if it's short breaths, but just make it regular and nice and soft. Try not to grab at breaths, jab at them. Try and make them regular. Good. We're then just going to bring our arm up, take the hand back down onto the bed, and ease ourselves back up. Good. So we'll start on this side, and we will just have a nice lengthen through the spine, the legs and the arm, which is just the same as we always do, but again on the bed. This time though, because it's a balance, we need to just have a little bit more of a gap between the knee and the hands. So we're going to start with taking the left leg out, making sure both hips are facing downwards, and then the right arm out as well. So trying to have a nice line between the arm, the torso and the leg, holding it there. Good, bringing everything back down, the hand, the knee, and then swapping sides. So this time the right leg is going out and the left arm is going out. Nice straight line again between both arm and torso and leg. Stretching. Imagine someone's pulling you from the fingertips forward, from your toes backwards. Stretching both sides, both ways. Again, being mindful that both hips are facing downwards. Good, bring the hand and the knee back down. I'm going to face this way. So we're just going to take our our bottom over our heels, stretching the hands down. We're going to go into an extended child's pose. You can take your knees out nice and wide if you want to go down further, taking the chest and the head down. Staying there for about 5 breaths, really stretching the arms forward. Really trying to get the chest down as far as you can. Imagine someone's coming along, gently putting their hand between your shoulder blades and just easing your chest down a bit more. And breathe. Try not to go to sleep again. Or roll over and put the duvet on you. So just easing back up, but just bringing these in towards each other because we're still staying in child's pose. We're going to reach forward, but this time we're walking our hands over to the left, as far forward as they can, keeping the hips where they are, so you're not sort of following through. Keeping the bottom down and the hips where they are. You're just easing your arms all the way down. You don't need to put your head down. You can if you want to, but I just want you to feel it down through the back. QL, big muscle in the back. Big stretch. Nice big stretch. So you can go as far as you can. Take your hands off the bed if you want to. For another few breaths there. Enjoy that stretch. Good, then we can walk our hands over to the other side. So keeping our arms nice and straight still. As soon as you start going out and your arms are straight, you start feeling it down through the back of that muscle, making sure that the bottom still stays down and it's not following through. Tweaking it until you feel that muscle, breathing into that stretch. One more breath there. Then easing back to front, onto centre, and then bringing yourself back up. Good. So we're just going to come down onto our stomachs. We're going to do a little bit of stretching through the legs and a little bit onto the stomach, in our core. So coming onto the tummy, to our backs. So here, you're just going to tilt the pelvis backwards so that your base of your spine is on the mat, on your bed. You're going to bring your knees into your chest and hug them. And then we're going to come into the chair position, the lying down chair position. So basically, your thighs are 90 degrees to your torso and the bottom of your legs are 90 degrees to your top of your legs. So we're looking like this. Your arms are to the side of you. Now you can immediately feel something going on with your core being engaged. So just holding it there, hands either side of you nice and flat. Holding it there and really being mindful of squishing the base of your spine, your tailbone, down into the bed, down towards the mattress. And that engages the core even more. So you could stay there for a few more breaths, for say 6 breaths, and then you can make it a little bit harder. So we'll just start a bit of a flow with the leg. So you're just going to straighten the leg, the right leg say, bring it back in. Straighten the left leg. You don't need to come down, just go down a little bit and then bring it back in. And then the other leg. So just do alternate legs, about 10 on each side. And really engage the core, really control the stomach muscles as you do. You can feel the stomach muscles work. It's not particularly hard, but after a while it gets a little bit challenging. So again, we're doing 10 on each side. I think that's 5. 7, 8, 9, 10. So the next thing we can do is keeping it like this. The next thing we can do is taking both legs down, just out straight like that, and then bring it back up. The further you go down, the more challenging it is, and you have to really push your spine down into the mattress. So just go as far as you want to do, and then just do 10 of those. If that's too challenging, you can go back to alternate legs. But just give it a go, even if you only do 3 or 2. Or even if you just stay in this lie supine chair position. I don't know how many we've done, but I want to say 7, 8, 9 and 10. Maybe 1 for luck. Good. Bring your knees back into your chest and hug them. And just relax the muscles in your stomach. So, if you've got a strap, I don't have a strap, or a tie, or a ribbon or something, then just grab it, because you might not be able to touch your toes. But what we're going to do from here is we're just going to lengthen the legs up so that the legs are nice and straight. Now, it's not essential that you touch your toes. I'm touching my toes, but you can just take your legs behind your thighs or behind your shins and just hold them there. Flex your feet towards you. Holding it there, breathing. Now you can gently to strengthen and to lengthen the back of the legs. Ease your legs towards your body. You then start to feel that stretch just a little bit more intensely, just as far as you can go, and breathe. Remember, we're not, we've just woken up. We're not particularly warmed up. We're all stiff in the mornings, but this will make you, if you did, even a few of these in the morning, it would make you feel amazing for the rest of the day. Just warming and making your muscles have a little bit more movement, a little bit more supple. That's what we want. So from here, if you can grab your two middle, your 2 forefingers and your big toe, then fine. But if you need to bend your legs, you can to get that bind. So just bind, and then we're going to go into happy baby pose. So you're going to bend your knees, and then we're going to just open up the feet as far and as wide as they'll go, pretending we're babies. So we're just literally, the soles of the feet are aiming towards the ceiling, and you're pulling your feet down. The wider they go, you're bending at the knees, the wider your legs go, the more you'll feel it in your groin, into your hips, into your inner thigh. And you can rock about like a baby if you like. But just sort of aiming for the knees to be around about your armpits by pulling your feet down. Just enjoying that stretch into your glutes, into your hips, your groin, your inner thigh. Nice big stretch for that area. Good, just take a couple more breaths there, nice and slow. Bring your feet together this time, and then lengthen through the legs again, and we're into, this is called legs up against the wall, even though we haven't got a wall. But if you have got a wall or a headboard, you can stay there for a while and read a book if you like. So then I'm going to swivel around, because we're just going to go lying down again. We're going to take our feet together, knees nice and wide, and just let them fall out to the side. A little bit more of a hip opener. Taking it down a notch. And just enjoying the fact that we've just let our bodies have a bit of nourishment for the day ahead. And then we're just going to cross the legs over and just let the knees down a little bit further. Good. We're going to do one more twist end. So bringing the knees back to centre, taking them over to the one side, arms out to the other. If you want a little extra, you can take the top leg out straight, which gives you a nice stretch in your hamstrings into your glute. You've still got the twist, and you're looking in the opposite direction. But you've still got the twist, but a little extra warmth happening around the top of the legs into the hips, into your glutes. Good, just take one more breath there. And then bring your both knees together, bring it back to centre, take the knees down to the other side and look over to the opposite side, and you can again just take your knee or your leg, your top leg outstretched for a little bit extra on that leg. You're still getting the twist. Good, one more breath there. And then bringing the knees back together, you're coming up, and then just ease yourself up to cross-legged, so come over to one side, ease yourself up, and we're going to just have a minute or two in cross-leg. You might want to put your cushion back under your, just under your buttocks. And we're going to have just a minute of a nice straight back and just a sort of guided meditation. It's called an active meditation. So we're closing the eyes, nice straight back. Feel that the chest has been opened, that the neck and the spine has been lengthened. Your body is nice and warm. So just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And slowly let the breath out through pursed lips. And again, deep breath in. And as you do this, follow your breath. Follow the sensation and the path it takes. Pursing the lips and exhaling out. Good, one more. Deep inhale. Nice and slow. Exhale out. Good, just let your breath then settle, become a soft inhalation, exhalation. And I want you to, in your mind's eye, so what you're seeing behind your eyelids, the sort of darkness, I want you to use that as a blackboard. And in the darkness, I want you to write a word. Now this word is going to take you through the day. So I'm going to, for example, I'm going to use the word family, because I'm going to spend the day with the family, well, as many of them as I can, that are around me. And I'm going to use that as my mantra and as my word for the day that's going to take me through the day. And it could be love, it could be outside, it could be the world, it just could be anything that's going to take you through the day. So just pick a word, and then when you've picked your word, pick a colour for that word. So I'm going to pick green for my word family. And in your mind's eye, you're going to draw that word. You're writing that word on the blackboard that's behind your eyelids. So gently and slowly write that word in your colour, your word in your chosen colour. And then when you get to the end of the word, just let the word go and write it again. And I'm just going to invite you to do that a couple more times. And when you've done it a couple more times, just bring yourself back, bring your focus back to your breath. And then focus on feeling through your spine, feeling how your body's feeling. Take a nice deep breath in and a breath out. And open your eyes. Namaste. And I hope you've enjoyed this morning's session. Feel free to use it any time of a morning or evening for stretching and moving the body, and I hope you have a lovely day.